And one other, not a law, but Governor Abbott recently had an order that gender affirming care be investigated as child abuse, and it was then blocked as unconstitutional by a district judge. So your opponent has voiced his support for this controversial order. A lot of civil rights groups and those in the business community have rejected it. Would you support the governor's order, and would you appeal the judge's decision, or are you not supportive of this order?
No, I would support the order. I'd continue the litigation. I would appeal the district court. Look, I'm pro-life. I believe that we're made in God's image, and that as it relates to minors in Texas, that this behavior should be considered child abuse. My opponent, regretfully, has accepted a fair amount of capital, campaign cash, from the two political action committees that support this industry in Texas, and so I've been very clear on it. As an adult, I think there's different legal issues that apply, but as it relates to minors and as it relates to the order under the DFPS, our Family Protective Services, for minors in Texas, that this is a problematic industry and something that we need to be fearful of in Texas.
And you don't worry that it might be hypocritical if Republicans are pushing for a parental bill of rights to also be policing how parents are raising their children?
Well, I'm not familiar with that Bill of Rights, but I do know of an instance in Fort Worth where a non-custodial parent, against his will, had a 9-year-old child led through transition by the custodial parent, and that's the area that I've been focusing on this issue, is because the AG does have oversight over areas of family law, is making sure that both parents have input in terms of the decision for their children. But as it relates to abuse and leading through the transition process, I'm against it, and I would, as it relates to this particular case that's been brought, would continue that litigation.